What is going on, guys? We're back with some more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, and we have all the information about new up-and-coming cards that's going to be dropping with the Golden Frieza, Angel Golden Frieza Dokkan Fest. It should be dropping in a couple hours on JP, actually. Just got a data download, and shout out hugely, big time to the Dokkan subreddit, because they're always on top of providing information, always on top of data downloads, always on top of translations, so definitely want to give them a huge shout out, so for sure, follow them, link is down below, check them out, support them, because they are a massive help to the community. So we have several new cards. So we have the Intelligence Frieza himself, the God Lead, the Category God Lead for his specific category. Get into that at the end of the video, honestly. But we have a new Tech Urine. Now this is a girl from that little filler arc with Tien. When Goku went to talk to Tien about joining the Tournament of Power, you know, the Universe 6 team, she was there, and she was like, you know, the antagonist for that little episode. You know, she's there. The card isn't that amazing. Let's go over the card real quick of her. I'm gonna kind of go back and forth here between the actual translations and the actual card, the images. So we're gonna go back and forth with her. She's a Peachy girl category. So 1 key, 20% to all stats. So that's nothing viable. You're not gonna run that. It's there to be there, but you know, you're not gonna be like, oh well, you know, I have her as an option. No, she's not an option. Like, this is 1 key. No super attacks will ever go off. Super attack. Black Magic deals supreme damage and rare chance of stun. So rare chance of quick see about 15 to 20%. Decent, you know, rare chance, you know, whatever. Passive talisman filled with a grudge. Interesting. 3 key and attack enemies attack and defense down 15% with a medium chance stun. So she has double chance stun, 1 chance for the passive and another chance for the super attack. So you know whatever is there. 3 key to herself, interesting. And when you attack an enemy, the enemy's defense and attack go down by 15%. So that's good. I wish it was just there to be there, but you have to attack an enemy. So that's like the little like condition with that little restriction. So I mean, but it's nice, I guess. Links are Battlefield Diva, Crane School, Cowards, Infighter, and Brainiac. So of course, you know, she's nothing viable. She's not a Saiyan. She's not a top tier villain. She's just kind of like a, you know, kind of like one of those fodder, you know, little fodder cards where if you have like no other option, then I mean, hey, why not, right? Moving on to the Frieza. Now we do have a new Frieza. We have a new one, but we have 2 additional new ones. Now this one, I love the art. I love the background of the actual image. Like, I'm not a big fan of this like swirly fantasy colorish like images they typically use. Like, for example, let me go back to the girl now. Urine, wow. So you see the back how it's like purpley and blue and whatever. I would much rather it to be like an image from the actual anime. I don't know, man. Like, I'm a fan of that. I like that. So I love the art. Frieza with his little wink, Bob in the background looking frightened, of course. So I'm a fan of that. So let's go over to the translation of what Frieza does. So AGL Angel Final Form Frieza, Resurrected Warriors category leader. So that's a new category, Resurrected Warriors. Don't know who falls under that, because I was actually waiting for that that information to come through, but it never did, and I need to go to bed. So I'm like, you know, let me drop this video now, and when that information comes, I'll do another follow-up. So yeah, so he provides 2 key and 20% stats to attack and defense, so nothing viable. They're giving these category leaders to SSR in even SR units, but the buffs aren't even viable enough to consider. 2 key and 20% buffs. You have no HP. You're missing 1 additional key, which would help you out. You're not really gonna like bother with that, honestly. I mean, I guess if you throw some support units inside that provide key of the passive, you could provide some units who does buff defense as well as passives as well. That might aid the team somewhat, but you have no HP. I'll be surprised. I'll be surprised you have like 120 HP. I'll be very surprised, honestly. So that's like a little contingency here. You know, but whatever. He's an SSR, whatever. Super attack is Death Ball. Deals extreme damage and lowers attack. So he lowers attack not greatly, but lowers it just regularly. He does extreme damage, so that's, I wish it was supreme, but whatever. Kind of funny to see them release a unit with extreme damage in 2017 when we're in a freaking category 170% buff meta. I don't know, man. Bandai do whatever they want, honestly. Passive, a 24-hour condition. Very interesting name, I like that. For 7 turns from the start of the battle, 3 key and 50% attack and defense. So 7 turn restriction. That you're beating any boss in the game with about 7-10 turns. So that's very appropriate. You know, back in the day that was disgustingly bad, but these days, you know, you're beating boss around that time frame. So people look at that turn restriction and say, oh my god, you know, I hate it. You are literally ending the boss's life literally on turn 6 or 7, and if you are like taking your time, you might get to 8 or 9, you know, but rarely like you will ever like actually hit that frequently. Like maybe every 1 in 5 matches or 1 in 7 matches you might hit that like restriction, but that's on the 7th turn. Like most likely you're not really going to meet that restriction to where he does not have his passive. Links are Prodigy's Universe's Most Malevolent, Revival, Strongest Clan in Space, Brutal Beatdown, and Tournament of Power. Now, they have the new Tournament of Power link. They actually have 3 key links, so that is massive. This is like about to become the new Over in the Flash. It's going to be, because 3 key, quite a few units will be having this. Of course, Jiren, quote, Stop Limit Breaker Goku, if his name is that, but you know, whenever that form release, we're gonna have a new Vegeta eventually, a new Tien eventually, a new Master Roshi eventually. All these units will have this Tournament of Power link, 3 key link. So you can build a variety of teams, because although Frieza's a villain with, you know, no prepare for battle, no, I don't even think he has shocking speed. He doesn't have anything that's relevant to heroes, but he does have that 3 key link that will bridge gaps. So that is going to be massive in the future when more units are released. We're eventually get like a new Kalen Khalifa, a new Kabe. They'll all have that because they're part of the universe of the universe survival arc tournament. So that's the thing about that. Anyway, so moving on, guys. SSR Ultimate Gohan. I don't want to stick too long with this Ultimate Gohan here. He's only a simple SR, but I mean, he's another Gohan. So I love Gohan. I love all variation of Gohan. I'm a fan of Gohan. There he is, guys. Going over to the card real quick. AGL types, 1 key, and Super AGL attack, defense, and HP 20%, so very specific there. Super Kamehameha deals stream damage and raises attack. Interesting. Passive, focusing on the wall that should be overcome. Oh, I like that. Okay, from the anime. Attack 40% and 3 key when HP 50% or above. That's a restriction, but he's an SR, you know, whatever. Links to same warrior race, infighter, shocking speed, power bestowed by God, Kamehameha, and Tournament of Power. So once again, Tournament Power link is starting to spread, so we're seeing more units with it. He's an SR, you know, for what he is, he's good. You know, you can't expect an SR to have broken, you know, TUR, LR abilities. So for what he is, he's actually pretty good for an SR. Moving on, now we actually have a new, well, we have like 3 new Frieza, so I don't think I should continue to use the word new, but we have this guy. He's actually an SR, the Cocoon Frieza, and he Dokkan awakens into a Golden Frieza that you see right there. Now, keep in mind now, okay, this STR Golden Frieza and the new Intelligence one, that's the Category God lead, they both are Golden Angel Frieza, so you can't run them together on one team, which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, you know, whatever. So this Frieza now, STR types 2 key and extreme types, HP attack and defense 40%. It's very specific. Once again, super attack is Emperor's Death Beam. Okay, deals supreme damage and increases attack for 3 turns. So very nice. That's decent, I guess. Passive is Display of Frustration. Okay, attack and defense 40%. And if there are 2 or more enemies, an additional 4 key and additional 40%. Oh, interesting. Wow. So he gets a flat 40% attack and defense, and if there's 2 or more enemies, he gets 4 freaking key and 40%. The thing about that is that you're not gonna be like the majority of events in the game are 1 unit. Like, you know, you're like whenever you go to a boss, you're fighting 1 boss. There's 1 fighter. There are some bosses within phases that have certain amount of units, like, you know, for example, Super 17. When you begin the phase, you're fighting 2 or more. The second phase of Super 17 is also 2 or more. You have Saiyan 2 or more. So they, you know, yeah, there are quite a few new events that are coming up, but you're not going to be using that ability going into the last phase of the boss, which is where the damage really matters. So, but I mean, these days you one-shot anything, so additional damage doesn't really matter like that. Links are Prodigy, Universe's Most Malevolent, Revival, Strongest Clan in Space, Nightmare. Interesting. Wow. Giving a Frieza card, Nightmare. Wow. Brutal Beatdown and Tournament of Power. Interesting. Nightmare. Wow. Interesting. The reason why I say interesting is that I don't think the TUR version, which we're going to get to in a second, has that. Tech Golden Frieza doesn't have that. I don't think any Frieza has Nightmare, so he's the first like Frieza that's golden with Nightmare. If I believe so, don't quote me on that, but I don't remember or recall any other Frieza having that Nightmare, but whatever. So now we're gonna get onto the Big Bad Dynasty, and this man is broken. Actually, let me go over to his SSR form first. You're gonna pull him in this form here. That's him there. I love the art. I'm a fan of the art. Although I don't like the background. You heard me in the beginning. I see like actual images of the background. I like this, and his Dokkan Awakening form is also very nice. So I'm a fan of this. I'm a fan of the art. I wish it wasn't pixelated, but that's another video, right? So this guy's broken. He is absolutely busted. So let's get into it, guys. So Resurrected Warriors category. Now, once again, we don't know the specific size of Mirror in this video. I don't know if Gogeta with a halo falls under that. I don't know if all variation of Goku falls on that, because the majority of all Gokus in the game have been dead at one point. Like, Like, if you take any Goku from first episode of Dragon Ball Z and up, they should technically all have the revived warrior link, because Goku died from the encounter with Raditz from Piccolo's Special Beam Cannon. So, first episode of Dragon Ball Z, Goku dies. Well, not the first episode, but the first, like, 1 or 2 episodes. I don't remember off the top of my head, but technically, if you want to go off of just Resurrected Warriors, Goku, all variation of Goku should have the link. Well, have the category, but, you know, at the same time, you know, like I'm sure this is going to be specific, because we all assume with the fusion category that you could include Murzomasu, Super 17s, you know, you can include Super Vegeta, because they're all fusions, but they went specific with it with Fusion Dance. So that's the thing about that. So if they say Resurrected Warriors but with Halo, then that is specific. That does include Gogeta, but that doesn't include the majority of Gokus. That does include Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku on Global, that is not on JP, unfortunately. That does include units like, I guess, well, you know, going back to Global again, you have the AGL SSR cell that's an Angel. He was released with the Super Saiyan Kaioken Goku banner as well. I believe Pikkon fought on that as well, because he also has a Halo. So it depends what they mean by Resurrected Warriors. You know, technically these units aren't resurrected though. They're dead if they have a Halo. So I don't even know. Like, it's pretty wonky. We need to see the list of the category units that falls into that, but that's not released as a recording of this video. So anyways, guys, so he provides 3 key, HP up by 130%, and attack and defense up by 170%. So Bandai, freaking Bandai, breaking the game yet again. The game's already broken, man. You can't come back from this. Like, we're already too deep in, so you might as well continue to break the game, man. Also, in type units gets HP attack and defense up 50%. So oh my Lanta. Super attack, Great Death Beam, deals immense damage and the generic greatly lowering defense. So it does nothing. It has 0 value at this point. Everyone greatly lowers defense. So just it's there to be there. It's there to look nice, but it might as well not be there. It does little to nothing in the game, honestly. His passive, Proof of the Wickedness. Super enemies and super enemies and allies attack 15% down and own attack up by 150%. And defense up by 50%. So this man gets an unconditional 150% attack. He gets an additional 50% defense on top of a leader that already has 170 attack and defense. So it is broken, man. You're one shot in everything. Jesus Lord. Links that Prodigy, Universe's most malevolent, Revival, a strong clan space, Tournament of Power, Brutal Beatdown. And he has a 12 key multiplier of 150%. So wow. So I love the card because he's not a hero. I'm tired of having Saiyan centric banners. I'm tired of having Saiyan Dokkan Fest. I do want a nice hero, well, a villain card. Sorry, excuse me about that. I do want a nice villain card, and this seems to be the villain card. He is busted like every other card, but he's a villain, and I'm gonna take it. And with this, you can also, I'm gonna assume you can run certain units like I don't even know. I shouldn't even assume who you can run because we have no information about the actual units who fit in the category at this point. But he's broken. I don't know what else to say, guys. So that's the information about all the units. We do have some more information about some cards here. So this is Frieza that I previously showed you. I guess this is going to be a boss, and this is a guy who fought Frieza. Well, these are the guys, you know, like, you know, army of ninjas or whatever that came after Frieza when he first got resurrected. These are one of them. Here's the girl Herein. Here's the Gohan we just saw, the AGL SR1. We do have this Android 18, who I guess is going to be a boss that you fight in the new story mode, because the stories, the story that we have currently in the event section will get updated, and I believe should be a new boss added. Here's the big bad nasty himself, Cocoon Frieza, the SSR form, Bounce Roshi. Once again, probably, you know, he's going to be add on to the story event too, where you're going to be fighting him as boss. Same thing for this Gohan, and this is the new STR Frieza that has Nightmare. So that's what's up, guys. So hope you enjoyed the video. Shout out to the Dokkan subreddit for all the information, and we don't have anything on the units who fit under his leader ability. Let me make sure that I confirm that. Nothing updated on the Reddit. And if I go over to Twitter real quick, guys, sorry about it, it's kind of all over the place at this point right now, but oh, here we are. So Speedy linked it. I don't think this link is a good indication. Oh, okay, so it's just, this is the revival link. This is the revival link. Can most likely speculate that this card will fall under Frieza category. Yes, you can most likely speculate, correct, but we have no confirmation as of yet. So nothing updated on Twitter. Talon's giving translations, you know, shout out to Talon, of course. And that's about it, guys. So we're gonna have to see what's going on here. And if we go off by Link, friggin' Arale is gonna be on the. I don't think it's gonna be Link. I think it's gonna be something very specific like the Halo, but we're gonna see what that is. But anyway, guys, so hope you enjoyed the video. Quite a long one as well, because I tend to talk quite a bit, so I apologize about that. Follow me on Twitter if you not follow the boy at Anime Muscle on Twitter. If you don't know about that, just let me plug myself real quick, guys. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another video. And yeah, bye bye.